A warm greeting to all. I am Anupriyanka of grade 10A and I am going to speak here about land resources. So first we will see about land resources. That is, land is an natural resource that is given to us. And next, another one thing is it supports natural vegetation, wildlife and human life. And however, land is an finite asset. So now we will see the land utilization. So first one is forest. So forest is the known thing that gives. So forest is the thing we know the trees are full are there and there are animals, that is forest. And second one is land not available for cultivation. So this is the thing that the barren land or wasteland and buildings that lands put to the non-agricultural uses, like we use an land to construct a road, buildings, etc. So that is known as land not available for cultivation. And the third one is other uncultivated land. So this is excluding fallow land. So we'll learn next what is fallow land. So other uncultivated land is permanent pasture and grazing lands, land under tree crops, groves, etc. That is not included in net zone areas. So these comes under other uncultivated land. So next we will see about the fallow land. So fallow land is at present not used for cultivation. So this is known as fallow land. The current fallow is left without cultivation for one or less than one agricultural year. So one agricultural year is from fertiling the land, seeding it until the harvest and we get the profit. So that is known as one agricultural year. For one agricultural year, if the land is not used, then we say it as fallow land. And next we will see about net zone area. Net zone area are more than once in agricultural, plus they are also known as cross cropped areas. That is, we are using the land more than once, that we think it as net zone areas. So next we will see the land use pattern. There are two types in this pattern. They are physical factor and human factor. So physical factors are such like topography, climate, etc. Then human factors are like population density, technological capability, etc. So this is the land use pattern we have, and in India we have measured 93% of the land and surveyed what type of land it is. The other 7% are in the Seven Sisters area. Except Assam, we didn't calculate any other thing. And in the Jammu and Kashmir, some is occupied by Pakistan and China, so that is also left unsurveyed. So next we will see about land degradation. So that is, we will see first how much things are degraded. So 28% of forest is degraded, forest land is degraded. 56% in water has been eroded. Then 6% is degraded because of the salinity and alkalinity. Then the remaining 10% is eroded or degraded by wind. So the main reason of this degradation is mining, forest fire, overgrazing, etc. Because of the mining in states like Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh, lands are left abandoned without proper treatment after the completion of mining works. This results in the deep scars and crashes. So we can't use that land is getting degraded. So we should be avoiding that. So we will see what are the measures to prevent them. First one is afforestation. That is a very needed thing in our situation right now. Then by preventing deforestation, next we will see by proper irrigation, then by proper harvesting, then proper management of grazing, etc. And we have another one thing is control over mining activities. And more preventive measures are there. So there are very simple measures also. So we need to follow them to prevent the land, because land cannot be made or built by the humans artificially. It is given by us by the nature. So we want to prevent them. And thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you.